Hello, friends. Welcome to today's session where we'll dive into one of the fundamental concepts in algebra, linear equation in two variables. If you are in class 9 and you're studying the CBSE curriculum, this is a topic you definitely don't want to miss. So let's break it down step by step. So, first of all, let's talk about what we mean by linear equation in two variables. So, a linear equation in two variables is an algebraic equation that involves the use of two unknown variables. Usually, we use x and y to represent them. The term linear means that the variables only appear to the first power. No exponents are greater than one. This makes it easy to plot and graph, and it's the foundation of so many real world applications. So for example, 2x plus 3y is equal to 6. So this is a linear equation because the x and y, their powers are not greater than 1. So now let's explore what exactly constitutes a linear equation. A linear equation in two variables can generally be written in this form, which is ax plus by is equal to c, where A and B are coefficients, that is, they are real numbers and can be anything except 0 for the equation to remain valid. Second is X and Y are the variables. So these are the unknowns we need to solve for. And C is a constant, which is also a real number. So let's break it down a bit more. So for example, in the equation 3x minus 4y is equal to 7. The coefficient of x is 3, the coefficient of y is minus 4, and the constant term is 7. What's important is that x and y are only raised to the first power, meaning no exponents, no squaring or cubing, just simple terms. So next, let's look at the solution of linear equation. So, we are going to talk about how to find a solution to these linear equations. So, a solution to a system of linear equations is a pair of values for x and y that satisfy both equations at the same time. Simply put, we are looking for the point where both lines intersect when we graph these equations. So that point gives us the values for x and y. So let us discuss some methods to solve the linear equations in two variables. So we have three main methods to solve linear equations in two variables. The first one is graphical method, then substitution method, and elimination method. So let's briefly touch on each. So first of all, graphical method. We plot the equations on a graph and find the point where the two lines intersect. So let's take the first example, which is 2x plus 3y and x minus 2 is equal to x minus y is equal to 2. So we'll arrange these into slope intercept from y is equal to mx plus x, mx plus b to graph them. After we graph these slopes, after the plotting the slopes, on the line where both the slopes, the point where both the slopes intersect, that intersection is the solution or the values that we get for x and y. So next, let us look at the substitution method. So as we saw in the previous question, to solve for 2x plus 3y is equal to 6 and x minus y is equal to 2, uh, we are supposed to solve one equation for one variable and then substitute that value into the other equation. So let's consider x minus y is equal to 2. So we can solve for x like x is equal to y plus 2. Then we have to substitute this x is equal to y plus 2 in the equation of 2x plus 3y is equal to 6 in such a way. So instead of x here, we will substitute y plus 2 to get 2 into y plus 2 plus 3y is equal to 6. So once we have y, we can substitute it back to find x. So this will give us the values for both variables. So let's study the next method, which is the elimination method. So the elimination method involves adding or subtracting the equations to eliminate one variable. So the idea is to manipulate the equation so that when you add or subtract them, one variable disappears, leaving you with an equation in one variable, which is easier to solve. So for example, in our equations, 2x plus 3y is equal to 6 and x minus y is equal to 2, we can multiply the second equation by 2 to make the coefficient of x the same. After that, subtract the equations to eliminate x and solve for y in such a way. So here we have the equation 2x plus 3y is equal to 6 and the equation just below it, which is 2x minus 2y is equal to 4, is nothing but the multiplication of the x minus y is equal to 2 equation by into 2. So once we subtract this, we'll eliminate the x values, the coefficients of x, and we'll only remain with the coefficients of y, and then we will solve for y to get y as 2 by 5 and x as 12 by 5. So this is how we can solve a linear equation through the elimination method. So let's just summarize whatever we have learned. So let's quickly recap. So linear equation in two variables are equation where the variables, usually x and y, are raised to the first power. Remember, they don't have any exponents. Neither they are cubes, nor there are squares. They are only raised to the first power, and they are combined with constants and coefficients in a linear form. Okay. So okay. So the next is a solution to a linear equation is the pair of values for x and y that make the equation come true. So the pair of values x and y, we have to find the values of x and y, which are the variables to prove the equation true. So next is we have the three main methods to solve these equations as we studied: the graphical method, the substitution method, the elimination method. Each method has its own advantages. You can choose the one that works the best for you based on the situations. Like you're supposed to plot a graph and show, so you can plot a graph, or yes, you can choose the one that works the best for you. So we have some more summary points listed down, such as linear equations are algebraic expressions with two variables. The solution is the point where the lines intersect on a graph or the values that satisfy both equations. And methods to solve include graphical substitution and elimination. So, so that's it for today. So on linear equation in two variables. So don't forget to practice solving questions, as the more problems solved, the better you will get at this. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe and hit the bell button icon so you won't miss any of our upcoming lessons. Also drop your questions in the comments below and I'll be happy to help. Thanks for watching and good luck with your studies. Thank you.